Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So, my sister, sometimes no is actually a way to create more within your life. You simply cannot say yes to everything. So my husband and I, as I record this podcast, it is January the 3rd. You guys are getting about a week and a half later because I'm recording these further in advance right now. And I have a wonderful person, Evan, who's listening to this podcast episode. Thank you, my brother, for helping me with this podcast production. So I'm not doing it all by myself anymore, so I can create more within this movement, this revolution, Women Wanting More. So Ed and I sat down and we're looking at our schedule for the first 6 months of 2018, and we're like, holy shit. We're doing what we've done before. We've jammed way too much shit into this, like way too much. So we leave for Maui from when I record this now in 2 sleeps. We always talk about in sleeps. When you have kids, you know that. That's how that works. How many sleeps till we do something? Because that's their context, right? And so we're looking at it. So we're like, we go to Maui, we come back, and then it was like 4 days later, I would go to Vancouver for 2 nights. Ed would join me at the second night, have an overnight date night. We'd have a sitter coming overnight. I was doing a boudoir shoot and a branding shoot. So just new pictures you would see for me, like for my website and other parts of my business, because I haven't done new pictures for, close to 2 years. It'll be 2 years like in May. And then 2 days later, Ed goes to Laguna for part of his training for Certified Trainer with Warrior. And then 2 weeks, like it keeps going on and on, right? We're like, dude, we gotta like call an audible here. Like, this is just too much shit. So I'm like, all right, let me push out the photo shoots. Like, they can be pushed out to February, March, not a big deal. We had a second trip actually planned in Maui in April. And this trip actually that's planned in January was a little bit of an impromptu one. My husband booked this in November. He just came to me and said, hey, I booked us another trip for Maui in January. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I'm like, we have any discussion on this, but it's okay. He just wanted to do something kind of special as a surprise for the family, and part of his mom's inheritance money. Ed lost his mom about 1.5 years ago, and so he decided that with some of the inheritance money that he just wanted to create experiences for the family. Like, that would be something that would be meaningful with that money. And so we had this one scheduled. So we're like, and then we go back in 3 months. No, not even. January, February. Yeah, 3 months. We go back to Maui again, and then we're there for like 12 days. We're like, this is just so much. There's just too much stuff going on. Like, there's just too much stuff. And we have to run our businesses in and around all these different things, and seminars that we're going to, and coaching, and events that we're running. And we're like, okay, you know what? We need to let go of some of this stuff. And there's 2 different reasons, pardon me, when saying no and what that actually means. 2 reasons what no means. No sometimes can be scarcity. Oh my God, I can't do that. Oh, no, I got to cancel that thing because, like, I need the money. Oh, no, I don't have the time to do that. Now, you might say from the conversation I just had, like, wait a second, you're talking about time. Yes, but it actually comes from the second one, which is saying no can be simply clarity on that this is not what you want. Like, it's funny, right? Because, I mean, my oldest son is 7. So 7 years still, there are times that I kind of forget that I'm a mom. Like, I know that I'm a mom. I don't really forget that I have kids, but, just as far as no, I can do all this stuff. Because, see, I say yes to things often, a lot more in the past, because I'm excited, right? Because, like, I want to do lots of different things. It's not because I want to make people happy or feel like I can't say no. And I know some of you, that's the case, right? There'll be people pleasing is a big thing for a lot of women. Lots. So if that is you, sister, like, just know you're not alone with that. But it didn't come from that place. It came from just like, man, I want to do all this cool shit. I want to speak. I want to travel. I want to create all these things. And so the no to those 2 things, the trip and the photo shoots and the trip to Vancouver, were just like, look, this is not getting me what I want, which is I need to have time that I'm home with my kids. And we spend a lot of time with our children, and we have no problem being away from them. Like, it's part of what we do. It's part of who we are. We're producers and creators. We have our own businesses. Like, this is part of it, and I'm totally at peace with that. I don't have the mommy guilt of now I'm away and, oh, my babies need me. And no, I think it's really healthy for them to have space from us, just like it is with my husband and I at times, right? To have our own space. They get to have fun time with the babysitter or maybe a friend that we've flown up to watch the kids for a period of time. And like, it's cool, right? They miss us a little bit more. We come back together as a family. Like, it's good to have that. I have no issues with it. The thing that was not getting us what we wanted was how often it was going to be happening. And so that's why we said no. So no can be a no in scarcity. It can be contraction. It can be you're retracting, like, oh my God, I can't do this. I got to say no. I'm bailing, right? And no can just simply mean, you know what? I'm just more clear on what I want, and it doesn't include these things. Maybe ever, and maybe it's for now, right? So like with the photo shoots, I'm like, no, I'm doing another boudoir shoot this year, like probably the first quarter of this year, of 2018. Yes, I'm doing a photo shoot soon. Maybe I'll just go out to Vancouver and just go out for the day and then come back and not do the overnight. Like, there's different options, right, on how to still get what I want without it being the other way, which did not get me what I want. Which is to not be missing as much as it would have been school time, school drop-offs, pickups. Like, those things matter to me, those moments. And my children are an age at 4 and 7 where they that those moments, again, for me, they matter. There's more of them really needing us at this age. Now, as they get older, it's going to be less of that. And we'll have a little bit more leeway and can maybe even start to have it where, like, they come with us, right? Like, that's cool and exciting. We can start to do that kind of thing, too. But right now, like, no way. It'd be a shit show. Bring them on business things. Like, it just doesn't work yet, right? So here's my more tip for you today then, sister. What is it? What is one thing that you need to say no to in your life right now? Like, it's simply not getting you what you want. Maybe it's a commitment that you just have to be honest and say, you know what? I can no longer honor this commitment. Maybe it is, maybe it's someone in your life that's just simply like, they're just not working for you right now. What is the one thing that you need to say no to in your life right now? And here's the second piece of that. I talk a lot about action, right? Talk is great, but without action, is meaningless. So what is one action you can take that'll actually move you towards that no that you need to say, that you choose to say, that gets you closer to what you want, sister? So a couple things before we finish up the podcast today. Number one, if you are not already receiving the Women Wanting More newsletter to get VIP access to all things Women Wanting More, there are some amazing projects I have coming out in 2018. Some ways to create more value in your life, and you get VIP access when you're on the list. So head over to drkarenosborn.com, enter in your email. It's right on the page when you launch in, below my face or to the left of my face. And I'm also going to say the more for action guide. So it's how you can really start your day in power. So a PDF and a short video training. So that's at drkarenosborn.com. In addition, if you don't already have the free journal, which I've decided right now I've got, I want to say maybe 200 journals that are left. I've sent out about 325. I have another 25 I'm sending out then before I go on that family trip to Maui in 2 sleeps. And then that'll be it. So this is your time to get that journal. I will mail it to you anywhere in the world. And yes, if you are far away from Canada, it'll take some time. I had someone said, I ordered my journal from South Africa. It was 3 days ago. When will I expect it to be expedited to me? I'm like, sweetheart, you're paying for shipping. I pay for everything else, all the cool stuff I'm sending with it, all the packaging. Like, each one costs me $12 to $15 to send. I know you pay a little bit of shipping, $9.95. Barely even covers the shipping, let alone everything else. So yes, if you are in any part of the world, I will send it to you, but just know it's probably going to take a month or two to get to you. Maybe sooner, depending on. But to get your free journal, head over right now to this, drkarenosborn.com/free journal. And in addition, the next evolution, that is my live event, my 3-day intensive to get really clear on what you want, why it matters, and the tools to actually put that into place, to leave with a plan, to create the life that you truly want, a life of more. You need to head over right now and watch the short movie from the live event I had November of 2017. So that's over at drkarenosborn.com/theevolution. You're going to watch the short movie and then chance to apply. And there are currently 6 spots that are left for the evolution, February 2018. If you're listening after this date, it'll be the same URL, drkarenosborn.com/theevolution. but you're going to also already have some updated dates for that to apply. So I will take the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.